By giving the viewer 3 dimensions of sight, the audience is provided with a complete sense of vision. But the most complete visual that can be achieved is when you capture not only what is viewed, but all that can possibly be viewed. This is what is known as an environmental shot. Environmental shots simultaneously go beyond the scope of the eye of God of a simple high-angle shot, at the same time creating a far greater sense of humility than a low-angle shot. Here in Stanley Kubrick's 2001, the images of space and its overwhelming vastness made audiences aware of their insignificant existence in the face of an infinite universe. Back on planet Earth, in Lawrence of Arabia, David Lean used environmental photography to capture visually man in the context of an endless landscape of desert, sun, and sand. But environmental cinematography is not reserved for nature only. One of the best examples of environmental cinematography was Gordon Willis's work on Woody Allen's Manhattan. The visuals managed to capture not only the city in all of its glory, but its powerful effect on the people who live in it. Even though the movie is entirely conversational, it is always the city and the surrounding environment that occupies more space than the speakers. Even close-ups of the actors take up less than 50% of the composition. Notice in this 3-way conversation how even hallways and street traffic is given more dominance over the characters.
Hello?
Mary, hi, it's Yale. I was hoping you'd pick up.
I'm sorry, I gotta go.
Who was that?
What?
Who was that on the phone just now?
Dance lessons.
Dance lesson?
Chapter 1. He adored New York City. He idolized it all out of proportion. He romanticized it all out of proportion. Better. To him, no matter what the season was, this was still a town that existed in black and white and pulsated to the great tunes of George Gershwin. Now let me start this over. Chapter 1. He was too romantic about Manhattan, as he was about everything else. He thrived on the hustle-bustle of the crowds and the traffic. To him, New York meant beautiful women and street-smart guys who seemed to know all the angles. Corny, too corny for a man of my taste. Let me try and make it more profound. Chapter 1. He adored New York City. To him, it was a metaphor for the decay of contemporary culture. The same lack of individual integrity that caused so many people to take the easy way out was rapidly turning the town of his dreams and... It's going to be too preachy. I mean, let's face it, I want to sell some books here. Chapter 1. He adored New York City, although to him it was a metaphor for the decay of contemporary culture. How hard it was to exist in a society desensitized by drugs, loud music, television, crime, garbage. Too angry. I don't want to be angry. Chapter 1. He was as tough and romantic as the city he loved. Behind his black-rimmed glasses was the coiled sexual power of a jungle cat. Oh, I love this. New York was his town, and it always would be.
About 7 or 8 weeks ago, I went to this dinner party, and I met a woman there, and I've got kind of involved with her.
Are you telling me that you had 3 affairs before me? That's really hard to believe. You know, it's mind-boggling. When I was your age, I was still being tucked in by my grandparents.
Well, they were really immature boys. I mean, they were nothing like you.
No, what does that mean?
Well, I told you before, I think I'm in love with you.
Hey, don't get carried away, okay? This is a terrific thing. Move over, though. You know, and it's a wonderful, you know, we're having a great time and all that, but you're a kid, and I never want you to forget that.
How do you sound like when you talk the mouse of the Tom and Jerry cartoon?
Are you kidding me?
No, I figured
you should talk. You have a whiny voice.
You sound exactly like the mouse.
Oh,
It's really
thanks.
I know, I'm a whiner. You know, I was always the...
This is a wonderful turnout. The Museum of Modern Art has been very generous.
Gee, it's an interesting group of people your friends are.
I know.
It's like the cast of a Fellini movie.
They're such fun. They're such wonderful people. And Helen is really a good friend. She's a very brilliant woman, you know. She's really a genius.
Boy, this is really a great city. I don't care what anybody says. It's just really a knockout, you know? It's...
Why can't we have frankfurters?
Because this is a Russian tea room. I mean, you want to have, you want to have a blintz or something.
Oh, hi. Hi, how you doing? No, not at all. I was just sitting around looking through the magazine section. No. I didn't read the piece on China's faceless masters. I was checking out the lingerie ads. Yeah, I can never get past them. They're really erotic.
He was supposed to see me today, and then he couldn't. And I had tickets to this Vivaldi concert last night. He had to cancel on me, of course.
Well, you know, that's what happens when
I know. You're having an affair with a married man. What a terrible way to put it.
Hey, I didn't put it that way.
My husband was, or my ex-husband was having an affair while we were married. And
Really?
I never... Yeah, he was. At least one that I know of. And I never mentioned anything because I felt that I was deficient in some way, that I was bad in bed, or I wasn't bright enough, or I was physically unattractive. But I'll tell you something, in the end, he was just a louse.
Well, your parents were in a good mood. I almost had a good time.
Who was that you called after dinner?
Oh, David Cohen. He wants me to review the new book on Virginia Woolf. I've written another one, if you can believe it.
This is so corny. I can't believe this. Is this what you wanted to do? This was your one wish?
I don't think it's queer. I think it's fun. I think it's
Well, it
great.
is fun, but I mean, I did this when I was a kid. You know,
Yeah, well, I've never done it. I think it's great. I like
See, on my prom night, I went around this park 5 times, 6 times. You know, till the if I had been with a girl, this would have been an incredible experience.
You know we have to stop seeing each other, don't you?
Oh, yeah, right. Right. I understand. I could tell by the sound of your voice over the phone. Very authoritative, you know? Like the Pope or the computer in 2001.
Look, it's not fair to you, and I don't know what the
Right.
hell I'm doing.
Right.
I mean, come on, don't be angry. I mean, you brought this up to begin with. You're not happy the way things have been going.
I'm not angry. It's just that I knew it was going to end this way, but now that it's happened, I'm upset, okay?
Look, you don't want to make a commitment, and I don't want to break up my marriage and then find out that we're no good together. I mean, I've got to start thinking about Emily.
Okay, you made your point. Very clear. And I'm just glad that one of us had the nerve to end it.
Correct. I got tissues someplace.
Well, I guess I deserve everything I get.
Oh, come on.
It's true. It's really true. I mean, I knew it couldn't possibly work out.
Yeah, you pick a married guy, and then when it doesn't work out, it confirms your worst feelings.
Well, what worse feelings?
You know, your feelings about men and marriage and that nothing works. You know, all that junk.
Oh, please, don't psychoanalyze me. I pay a doctor for that.
Hey, you call that guy that you talk to a doctor? I mean, you don't get suspicious when your analyst calls you up at 3 in the morning and weeps into the telephone? It's not right. You shouldn't
get home. I mean, you should open up your life. You should see, you know, you've got to.
You keep stating it like it's to my advantage when it's you that wants to get out of it.
Hey, don't be so precocious, okay? I mean, don't be so smart. I'm 42 years old. My hair's falling out. I'm starting to lose some hearing in my right ear. Is that what you want?
I can't believe that you met somebody that you like better than me.
Why should I feel guilty about this? This is ridiculous. I've always encouraged you to go out with guys more your own age, kids from your class, Billy and Biff and Scooter and, you know, little Tommy or Tara. Hey, come on, don't cry.
Yeah, you still reviewing the Tolstoy letters?
No, I finished that 2 days ago. I'm on that novelization.
What do you waste your time with a novelization for?
Why? Because it's easy and it pays well.
You know, it's like another contemporary American phenomenon that's truly moronic. Novelizations of movies. I mean, you're much too brilliant for that. You know, you should be doing other stuff.
Like what?
You know, like fiction. I've seen your fiction. It's terrific.
Hello?
Mary, hi, it's Yale. I was hoping you'd pick up. Listen, could we meet for coffee?
What are you telling me? That you're gonna leave Emily? Is this true? And run away with the winner of the Zelda Fitzgerald Emotional Maturity Award?
Look, I love her. I've always loved her.
What kind of crazy friend are you?
I'm a good friend. I introduced the two of you, remember?
Right. What was the point? I don't understand that.
Because I thought you liked her.
Yeah, I do like her. Now we both like her.
You have to have a little faith in people.